Hello my friends and welcome back to Fallout 3. In our last video we did spend the day in the Citadel making our way through even more people and more areas, and today I'm hoping we could potentially finish the Citadel and move on to something else, but we'll see how that goes because there's just so much stuff here. Before we go any farther, I want to finish up in this area real quick. It doesn't seem like there's anybody else up here, but courtyard. Okay, hang on. Let's investigate this exit. But I want to go downstairs because I want to look at the robot. Because the robot reminds me... It's been a while, but it reminds me kind of the Brotherhood of Steel robot from Fallout 4. But I haven't played Fallout 4 in a very long time, and Brotherhood of Steel ending was even longer ago. Okay, that just goes out to the courtyard. Up and up and up and up and up. So...
Hail.
Hail, you are just a generic person. Any buttons to push over here that I shouldn't be pushing over here?
The idea of him viewing us all as targets.
Okay.
See if you could lock it down.
Let's...
Shut down the port shoulder systems.
Who is this guy? Oh, you're the person I need to speak with.
Outsiders in the Citadel. Such a pleasure.
Look at this side. It seems small, to be honest, compared to the one that I've seen in the past. But let's save and talk to Scribe Rothchild.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with?
Of course. Vault 87 has a GEC, but I don't know where it is.
Ah, well, that much I believe I can help with.
Great.
Step over here for a moment. I'll show you where it is.
I feel like I should know where it is because I have the Explorer perk where all of the locations are marked on my map at least. Where are we going? Oh, you got a map.
What's the situation?
Enclave troops have fortified the Purifier complex. With those
Not gonna lie, that's
vertebrates, they're
kinda
able
cool.
to transport personnel.
This map shows the locations of all known vaults in the local area. Vault 87 has been highlighted for you. There. Entrance to Vault 87 will be particularly difficult for you, I'm afraid.
Why? Yeah, why? What's difficult about it?
The area is highly irradiated. Lethal levels are all around the entrance. Gaining direct access will be quite impossible.
How do I get through the radiation? There's got to be another way, so that's it, I'm screwed. Well, if there has to be another way then.
You share your father's determination, it seems. And in this case, you are correct. There may well be another way.
Okay.
Vault 87 is located very close to the site of Lamplight Caverns. It is entirely probable that the vault may be entered from within the caves.
So, like Little Lamplight, the place I'd heard about from Big Town, if I remember correctly. Don't you know? Well, I guess it's time to find out. I'll go there myself. So there's a vault down there and you've never bothered investigating it? I am kind of surprised. But we'll go with the first one.
No, I'm afraid not. After initial attempts to cross the radiation failed, it was decided to focus our efforts elsewhere. You, however, are free to do as you choose. More exploration may be useful, and I'll certainly be interested in anything you might find.
Thanks for nothing. No, it kind of helped, I guess.
I wish we could do more, but the Brotherhood potentially faces a very pressing, very real threat in the Enclave.
Yeah.
All of my efforts must now be devoted to assessing the threat they may pose to us. I'm sure you understand.
Kind of.
At a remarkable
No.
rate.
I want to talk to you
Yes?
some more.
Can I help you? I'm very busy.
Search Lamplight Caverns for a way into Vault 87. So I'd like to know more about the Brotherhood of Steel.
I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person.
Oh. Why are you the wrong person to ask?
Predominantly because the Elder won't like some of what I have to say.
Oh.
But fine, I'll discuss it. What do you want to know?
All the things, especially whatever controversial stuff you want to tell me. Why are you here in the capital Wasteland?
Well, that depends on who you ask. Lyons will tell you it's because we're protecting the poor, innocent people of the capital Wasteland. Most others here will tell you the same thing. They'll do anything for that man.
Well, I'm asking you, why are you here?
I'm here for two reasons. One, Lyons needs me. He always has, just as much as I need him. We've been through a lot together, he and I. Two, take a look around you. Access to this kind of technology and the benefits it could provide to the Brotherhood is immeasurable.
Brotherhood of Steel
What?
again. How long have you been here? Well, actually, let's go to this
Well,
one again. But not everyone agrees. Let's try that option.
No, not everyone. But for a variety of reasons, those who disagree are no longer with us.
Yeah, they're the outcasts. Okay, how long have you been here?
We arrived here in 55, established ourselves in the Citadel within the first few months. The Elder has kept us busy since then.
Care to no, this one again. I wish it would go back to this screen and not the previous options, but you seem to have a pretty small organization.
The Brotherhood of Steel is bigger than what you see here. We're only a small division, you could say. But that's a bit of a sore subject around here.
Then where's the rest of the Brotherhood?
The West Coast, unless something has changed. There's been no contact with them for the last several years. There's also a small detachment in Chicago, but they're off the radar. Gone rogue. Long story.
See, I followed Chicago. Would love it so much. It must be difficult to communicate with the West Coast. Why? What happened? Let's second one.
Lines of communication were severed years ago. The Western Elders have washed their hands of us.
Okay, we'll go back to this one again. Why is that a sore subject?
Much has happened in the 23 years since we left the West Coast. Our mission has changed in that time. The changes have not all been pleasant, and have had significant repercussions.
What kind of changes?
We were dispatched with a specific mission. We were sent to locate and secure any technology remaining from before the war. Like our robotic monstrosity, that was our greatest find. Damn thing still doesn't work, but at least it's ours. But those damn super mutants, they changed things. Lyons changed. He decided they were a threat, not just to us, but to everyone. And so he altered the mission. Finding the source of the mutants and putting a stop to them was his goal. Our original mission became an afterthought. We've failed both.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine he probably was seeing the suffering and death going on around of like innocent Wastelanders and felt compelled to use and do what he could to help them. Those sound like pretty good changes to me. You make saving people sound like a bad thing. He's in charge, so it's his decision, right? Middle one.
It wasn't why we were sent here. Good or bad has nothing to do with it. Lyons knew that, but ignored it. He decided it was more important to save the people here than to obey orders from his superiors. For years he'd try and persuade them to send reinforcements and supplies, all the while stringing them along, saying he was sticking to the mission. Finally, things came to a head. Lyons directly refused orders, and so the West Coast cut us off. No communications, no reinforcements.
Oh goodness, now I have to get back to source subject. What do you mean by repercussions?
Some did not approve of the Elders' decisions. Initially, they followed because we are all taught to follow the Elders.
Oh, okay. And I guess that's all I wanted to know. And then, care to share anything about the super mutants?
Not really. No.
He's, no, I want to talk to you. Are you in charge of the robot?
I am, and have been since we first found him, well over 20 years ago. Liberty Prime is the designation we found on file for him. Magnificent, don't you think? At least he will be once all systems are operational. It's the energy consumption. Something that big with such advanced weapon systems. We just don't have the means to power it. Not yet.
Do you think you could repair my equipment?
Could I? Yes. Will I?
No.
No. Go see Peabody or Bowditch.
I haven't found a Peabody yet, but I'll keep looking. Okay, who built Liberty Prime, or better yet, why?
He was developed as a super weapon back in the days before the war. The first joint operation between Robco and General Atomics International. Apparently, he was meant to help liberate Alaska from the Chinese, but was never completed. They were forced to go in without him. They won, but suffered heavy losses. If we can get him up and running, well, I think you get the idea.
I do. Okay.
Check the map in the lab for reference if you like. The vault is to the west of the city, far out in the capital Wasteland. Remember that you won't be able to just walk in due to the radiation. You'll have to try and find another way to access the vault. I expect that Lamplight Caverns is your best chance for success.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't hurry back.
Nice, like, please. Go
All right.
away.
Thanks for the information. Need something?
Scribe.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Brotherhood.
Hail.
Okay. Hail. Let's see if there's anything else. What is in here? The mess hall. Okay,
situation?
we'll come back there.
Enclave strength is at 100%.
There was a-
They're getting reinforcements from somewhere, but we still haven't determined the location of their headquarters.
I see.
Clipboards.
Enclave strength is at 100%. They're getting reinforcements from somewhere, but we still haven't determined the location of their headquarters.
Hail.
All right,
They are
thanks for
all
the
just
information.
repeating
Well,
this
something-
We'll try
same
not to
information.
go appraisal of our situation.
Restrooms. I'm assuming the Citadel lab terminal is the same as the one that I read upstairs here. Duck and cover. Oh no, I'm detected. I know I lost karma. I'm so evil. Did that really put me overweight? It totally did. Okay. Duck and cover, I think, was explosives, right? It was. I really need to empty my bags. I need to go back to my apartment at some point. Okay, let's just double check that it's the same information. And yes, it is. Okay. Who are you? Same info? Same info.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Thanks. Liberty Prime operations. This. Welcome, Scribe. Rothchild. Historical records. Project summary. Classified eyes only. Military contract 38917. Codename Liberty Prime. Project goal no less than the creation of the most powerful combat robot the battlefield has ever seen, with the express goal of liberating occupied Anchorage, Alaska, from its Chinese aggressors. Summary: the United States Army has succeeded in contracting both Robco and General Atomics International to work on their first joint project. The robot they create, Liberty Prime, will be the very embodiment of the American military might, a walking, talking, nuke-tossing hero who will remind the world what it means to be a superpower. I am fully confident that the presence of Liberty Prime at the Anchorage frontline will be to the Chinese what the Hiroshima bomb was to the Japanese in 1945. We ran into Constantine Chase during the DLC. Capital Post article, June the 3rd, 2072. By Walter Street Beat Monroe, Capital Post staff writer, in a startling turnaround from their previous policy of complete covert development, the United States Army has confirmed that they are indeed working on a new superweapon, one designed specifically to crush the Red Chinese invasion force and liberate occupied Anchorage, Alaska once and for all. Speaking at an Army press conference at the Pentagon, General Constantine Chase stated, "No more secrets. The time has come to lay all our cards on the table so the Chinese can see with their own eyes that we've got the winning hand." The United States Army is proud to announce that for the first time in history, General Atomics International and Robco have joined forces to create for this great country a super weapon that will leave every single yellow-bellied red shaking in their commie booties. Whoa, that's a mouthful. Unfortunately for our readers, that's as specific as Chase is willing to get. While he and the Army are ready for China to know the U.S. is developing a new weapon, they're not quite ready to divulge just what it is, or when it will be ready for deployment. All in due time, all in due time. Rest assured, when this weapon is complete, liberty will come to Anchorage and hell will follow. Letter Dr. Bloomfeld to General Chase. General Chase, I'm sorry, but you're being completely unrealistic. There is simply no way the robot will be combat ready in 3 months. The chassis is complete, all weapons systems are online, and the voice module has been programmed as requested. But power consumption is still our primary concern, and neither Doctors Honeywell nor Park have yet found an acceptable solution. We had hoped to subcontract Vault Tech and utilize the talents of Dr. Braun, but apparently he's gone into seclusion working on one of their own projects, and they couldn't reach him at this point if they wanted to, so that's out. I'll give it to you straight, General. This is the biggest robot the world has ever seen, and we just haven't been able to find a power source small enough and powerful enough to get the damn thing running with all its systems online. In 3 months, we might be able to guarantee the robot can walk into downtown Anchorage, but all of his weapon systems will be offline. Maybe he can just step on the red Chinese. Dr. Stanley Bloomfeld, project lead. That's hilarious. That would be funny. Diagnostic reports. So May 8th, 2277. Here are the results of the latest robot diagnostics. It can talk, basically. Scribe Rothchild is confident that by redistributing power from the weapons and mobility subsystems, we'll be able to bring power management up to at least 67%, enough to successfully carry out a full activation sequence. July 13th, 2277. Scribe Rothchild has completed a new full diagnostic of the robot. Here are the new results. Still can only talk. It has been determined that the recent feedback spike, which resulted in overall system degradation, was in fact caused by the installation of the new power capacitor, as Scribe Rothchild suspected. Until further notice, scribes are ordered to cease any and all experiments that involve the rerouting of power from any of the robot subsystems. Current. And then I feel like it is the assessment of the Scribe Rothchild that once the power management issues are solved, mobility... Yeah, I feel like this is part of the terminals that I've been reading over and over again. So lead scribe's journal, May the 9th, 2277. Another day, another setback. We had tried, of course, rerouting power from weapons to the robot's other subsystems several times. Each attempt ended in failure thanks to the robot's overly aggressive combat subroutines. I mean, shouldn't he be aggressive for combat? It's almost as if there's some hidden pocket of AI that keeps pushing against us, refusing to let anyone drain power from the weapon systems. Because the robot's like, no, I need to shoot people. I guess that shouldn't surprise me considering why he was constructed in the first place. That's why I began work on the neural dampener in the first place. I was convinced I could trick the robot into thinking I had actually redistributed the power from some other subsystem, but the damned thing proved smarter than that. Certainly smarter than me. All I managed to do was fry some of his circuitry again and set us back another 3 months. July 14th, 2277. I'm tired of trying to reroute power like some kind of snot-nosed initiate. I don't care what kind of drain it puts on the scribe's ability to research and maintain the weapons and armor. I'm proceeding with the AVF experiments. If I can successfully create an accelerated vector fusion module similar to the technology I saw Dr. Lee working with all those years ago, we'll have our first real chance of getting the robot fully operational. Maybe then the Western Elders will realize our worth. Ooh. August 1st, 2277. Unfortunately, the accelerated vector fusion AVF experiments haven't gone as planned. Bowditch suffered second-degree burns, and at one point we accidentally channeled so much power to the robot's head laser, it discharged and nearly killed Elder Lyons. He was not pleased. I mean, obviously. Voice emitter test?
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation, Liberty Prime. Mission, the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets, any and all Red Chinese invaders. Emergency Communist Acquisition Directive. Immediate self-destruct. Better dead than red.
It sounds familiar. Okay, what was the second one? Initiate activation sequence? Oh, failure. Okay. Well, at least I'm not going to accidentally blow us all up. The Armory. Oh my god, there are so many terminals. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. There are so many terminals. Weapon information research. N99 10mm pistol. The sidearm was standard issue military gear following the phase out of the N80 in 2051. The N99 was known for its ability to survive in the harshest of conditions, and in many tests the weapon was able to reliably be restored to working condition after an extended period of time exposed to hard elements and without maintenance. The N99 proved to stand up to its claims, and as a result is one of the most common weapons found in use in the Wasteland. While many civilian weapons were ruined beyond use in the exterior conditions following the war, the N99 is commonly able to be easily restored to working order by anyone with the most basic knowledge of firearm mechanics. However, an N99 in poor condition can often deliver low target and armor penetration, frequently jamming and greatly reducing accuracy. Fortunately, the weapon was produced in great numbers and units are available for replacement parts. So the 5.56mm assault rifle. I really don't want to read about guns, but I'm going to anyway. The R series of combat assault rifles was used reliably following the discontinuation of the M series in the early 21st century. The R series, produced by civilian manufacturer Stent Security Solutions, was made in many models and variations. The variations most common to the DC Wasteland is the R91 Full Auto Urban Assault Rifle. This rifle was standard issue for the National Guard during urban pacification operations. There's a scary thought. Fortunately for our purposes, the National Guard has been fully deployed around the DC area during the time of the war. As a result, the R91 is readily available for those willing to search. Although nearly 2 centuries of scavenging has reduced the numbers of working units, the R91 remains a favorite of slavers and raiders. This rifle can also often be obtained from legitimate traders and arms dealers. Like any firearm, the R91's effectiveness and accuracy can suffer without regular maintenance. Okay, then we have the AEP-7 laser pistol. Was put into service to replace the AEP-5, a model which was notorious for its problems with overheating. I'm just imagining you're using your laser pistol and it just burns you and breaks. The AEP-7 features a new design in the photonic focusing chamber, as well as an entirely redesigned focusing crystal pattern. The bulk and weight have both been reduced over previous models, and it was likely that within the new few development cycles, the successor to the AEP-7 would replace the N99 10mm as the standard issue sidearm for all forces. The AEP-7 took advantage of new manufacturing techniques developed shortly before the Great War. Although many were produced, most did not make it into field service because of logistic problems concerning their deployment during active wartime. The AEP-7 can be a rare find in the Capital Wasteland, and any models that are produced should be returned to the Citadel for repair and recalibrating before field deployment. Last one, the AER-9 laser rifle. Unlike many of the weapons in use today, the AER-9 is actually not the top laser rifle that was in service at the time of the Great War. The model line went up to the state-of-the-art AER-12, which saw service in a handful of specialty units. The reason the AER-9 is much more commonly found is that it was much sturdier and more reliable than the models that followed. Oh, okay, that makes more sense, I guess. The AER-9 features a titanium house crystal array which proved to withstand long years of exposure to the elements much better than the gold alloy housing of the later models. As a result, the crystal arrays stayed focused within operating parameters, rather than falling completely out of focus like the newer models. As with all energy weapons, the AER-9 can suffer from poor performance if not properly maintained. The crystal arrays and non-mechanical components are delicate, and if not properly serviced, can lead to a loss of beam intensity, overheating, and energy regulation failure. I feel like that information wasn't as useful as I thought it would be.
Hail!
Hail! Scribe Peabody!
The elders sent word of your arrival. I am Scribe Peabody. Welcome, etc. Now, I'm really very busy. Is there something you needed?
I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
You want to talk to Scribe Jameson. She's the archivist, not me.
Can you tell me something about the scribes?
Indeed I can. Pay no heed to those headstrong knights with their pop guns and bravado. It is the scribes who make the Brotherhood what it truly is. The brawn is useless without the brain. Each order of scribes is dedicated to a unique field, all equally important, all more important than those dim-witted grunts.
And the orders are?
Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, Order of the Quill, Weapons, Defenses, and Research, respectively.
I'm guessing he belongs to the Sword because that's the only one I haven't encountered yet, right?
Sword, of course.
I'm so right.
Weapons, my girl. You name it, I've helped someone kill it. I'm the proctor of the Order of the Sword, you see. Weapons research, development, and maintenance, all my responsibility.
Great. That's all I needed, I suppose?
Very well.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
So they have plasma weapons. Bah. It's strong technology, I'll give you that, but limited in modability. I've already started removing the compensators on our laser weapons to cut through the black devil power armor of theirs. We'll drop them like any other meat, don't you worry.
I like my new power armor. You guys are all scared of it. Anything about super mutants?
Foul, detestable beasts. They're like an infestation. We cut them down and they return again and again. Always so determined to kill or capture. But why?
I don't know. That's their purpose in life.
Ha! With my eyes closed.
Okay, I don't think I really need anything. Oh well. Yeah. Repair my helmet again and SMG and my metal blaster. I mean, I've got 14,000 caps. I think I'm good for a while. My Gatling laser. Okay, done.
Until next time.
Until next time. Anything else here? This is the same one as before, I'm assuming. Yep, it is. Where is this door going? Oh. Ooh. Durga, you're the person I needed to meet to shop at.
Hail.
Hail.
I received word from Elder Lyons. He says that you have permission to trade with us. Good for you.
She's like, whatever.
Sure, just be quick about it.
I just want to look and see what you have. If there's anything special or unique in stock. Power armor. Oh no, it's not power armor. It's just regular armor. Stimpaks. Okay, let me see if I can empty something out of my bags. All right, I was able to get rid of some stuff. I had a
Don't forget
bunch
to
of
sign
stealth
out.
boys. So
Of course.
that should hopefully help a bunch. Yeah, I mean, I need to get rid of the extra power armor that I'm carrying around. That's what I really need to get rid of. Okay. Now.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Thank you. I'm very happy that you're
Welcome.
here to be of service to me. Oh. Elder Owyn Lyons' personal log, number 3. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know how long ago, but I got Revelations 21:6 from Dad, then Scribe Jameson's report to Elder Lyons. Elder, I have read the recent reports on the number of paladins. Oh, this was regarding the dog tags. So I've read the recent reports on the number of paladins and knights that have not reported in when expected. I understand the chaotic nature of the situation in the field, but tradition demands that each brother who falls in battle have their deaths recorded in the scrolls. To not put forward our best effort to recover proof of who has fallen and who has lived is unthinkable. I understand that every brother is needed for the efforts here at the Citadel and in the city nearby. To that end, I intend to contract with outsiders in order to recover proof of which of our brethren have fallen to the enemy. I will ask that they recover dog tags from any fallen brother that they find. It is the least we can do without the resources for a full and honorable funeral for them. You needn't worry about providing rewards for these contractors. I will pay them for my personal funds. Wow. It is well worth it to me to be able to both keep the tradition and not stress the resources for your mission. Yours in steel, Scribe Elizabeth Jameson, Head Librarian, Order of the Quill, DC Bunker. Now let's look at the personal log.
I cannot, I will not allow the Enclave to control the one thing that could bring even the slightest spark of hope to these people. Project Purity would mean millions of gallons of pure, clean water for the people of the capital Wasteland. James never got the damn thing to run. Neither did we, for that matter. But the Enclave, if they controlled that much clean water, they would control the entire capital Wasteland. I simply cannot allow that to happen.
Okay, that's a... It just seems like Lyons is a person who doesn't want anyone to suffer, and if he can help them, he will try to help them. Okay. Open desk. Take a dart. Lose some karma. I mean, literally, I could steal everything and kill every good person, I think, in the Wasteland, and I would still be considered the savior of the Wasteland. I can sleep in that bed. Garbage can. Again, nobody seems to care. Although this reminds me, is Three Dog chit-chatting at all by chance?
Huh? Lotus? Kick! Yay! Ha-ha! Now the door! Child's play, boss. Okay, lady, you're rescued. Now let's get out of... What? Boss, it's empty. Hands up, chumps. Nobody escapes from Paradise Falls. Now let's move back to the pen nice and slow before...
Drop the steel, you slaver scumbag. You boys all right? I busted out of that box and was almost home free when I noticed your predicament.
Wait a minute. We do the rescuing around here, sister. Now, Argyle, no need to be hasty. We owe this young lady our thanks, Miss...
Penelope Chase, fortune hunter. You can buy me a beer later.
Enclave troops
Now
have
let's
fortified
cut
the
this shindig
purifier
short and get the bloody hell out of
Those
here.
vertibirds, they're able to transport personnel...
Argyle, old friend, I think I'm in love. Be sure and tune in next time for another exciting adventure of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart cool manservant Argyle.
And now, some music.
No, I wanted you to
Cole
give
Porter.
me updates, Free Dog. Oh, I miss Daring Dashwood. He died because of my mistake. It's all my fault. I still need to find Markopolis, apparently. It does exist somewhere.
A simple prayer.
Hail.
Creator. Blessed is your power and mighty is your gift of steel. Bless us today, your noble warriors who dwell in this hall. Let us ride upon wings of thunder and chariots of glory to bring destruction to your enemies. To bring destruction upon your wicked enemies.
Brother,
What is it? Hey, let me ask you something.
you heard what the others have been
What's
Okay.
on your mind?
That was
Does this sound noble enough?
He was given a speech before dinner. A prayer before dinner, maybe? Okay, we are gonna go up to the... Hail. Door to the courtyard. All right, so it seems like I just have to go to B-Ring, which was the personal residences of some of the fancier people here. Maybe? They're all at dinner, so now's a good time to go loot their rooms, right? Oh.
Hail.
Have I talked to you before, Knight Captain Colvin?
What aid can I offer you, outsider? Steel be with you.
I guess I don't get to talk to you. Footlocker, empty footlocker. Citadel information terminal. Oh dear. Enclave tactical assessment. I feel like I've read that one before. Soldier rotation. Due to the increased super mutant activity in the vicinity of GNR and the importance of that outpost, all knights and paladins can expect to be added to the patrol rotation in that area. Okay. I'm just like, all right, I've read so much today. I'm losing my voice a little bit. The barracks. I should probably just double check just in case. Nope, same info. I mean, I'm gonna take it. Because you never know when I'm gonna need railway spikes. Anything in here? Nope. Nope.
Either way, we should hit the valley later and run through some trails. Sound good? Bye.
So what's the latest report?
Enclave strength is at 100%. They're getting reinforcements from somewhere, but we still haven't determined the location of their headquarters.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
It's the kid that was mentioned in all the terminals.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Squire Maxon, loyal servant of steel. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
Hi. Relax, Squire. Don't bite. The honor's all mine, Squire. You seem nervous, kid. Do I make you nervous? Middle one.
Oh, well, thank you. Your words are very kind. Kinder than those I usually hear. Is there something I can help you with?
Aren't you a little young for all this?
Oh, well, you see, I am descended from the great Roger Maxon, founder of our order. I am the last of his line. They say my soul was forged from eternal steel, but I don't believe that. I'm really just a normal boy. I was sent to the Citadel many years ago to be fostered by Elder Lyons. But that was before the Western Elders lost faith in the Elder. I really don't know if I'll ever get home, but, well, I kind of like it here. Sentinel Lyons has been very kind to me. She's taught me so much.
What do you make of the Enclave, Squire?
You're asking me what I think about the Enclave?
Yeah.
Well, the Brotherhood of Steel has actually faced the Enclave before. Back west. More than 30 years ago, according to our chronicles. Judging from those records, I say their soldiers are outfitted in advanced power armor Mark II. It's pretty strong. Better than our power armor. And some of their technology is amazing. Vertibirds, plasma weapons that can turn a man to goo. Does that help?
Yeah, you seem to know a lot about what's going on. Do you know anything about super mutants?
Oh yes. I've studied them quite a bit since I've been here. They're not all the same, you know. Besides the regular ones. There are also brutes. And after them, the masters.
Yeah.
They're really tough.
They are.
But the worst of all? The behemoth.
Mm-hmm.
He's a giant. I saw one once, outside the Citadel walls. So scary.
It's really freaking
the super
scary.
mutants are all over the city ruins. But Elder Lyons doesn't actually think they're from there. Or we would have found their home by now.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like they're looking for something. But we're not really sure what that is.
I wonder what it is. They actually don't make you fight, do they?
No. But I could. I know I'm ready. I mean, it would be scary, but it's not fair that I have to sit inside while the knights go on patrol. I did go out one time, you know. Sarah, Sentinel Lyons took me out. just to show me. I killed a super mutant too, I swear. I also sort of shot Sarah, but just a little. It was just a flesh wound.
You still shot her, even if it's a flesh wound. I love how he's got like a little tie on with his outfit.
May we speak again soon.
Yeah. Well, I tried to finish the Citadel today, but clearly it's not happening. But tomorrow, I feel like we're on the downhill. I am thoroughly enjoying finding out all this information, but I would very much like to leave now. But tomorrow, that's the goal when that would happen. But anyways, as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Fallout 3 video.
Hail.